you kind of give the Krebs line credit for kind of getting you guys into the game? Because early on, it just wasn't going well for you.
Yeah, that line had a real good night for us. Almost every shift was a positive shift, and you look at the goal they scored, got around the net. I mean, the goals that were scored in the game were all, kind of tips, rebounds, stuff goalies couldn't see, screen on the power play. So we knew, I said this morning, it would be a hard game. So they're a little disappointed we only got a point.
Lindy, this team lost, the lead the second time in the third period, then lost in overtime. What is this team, where are they at in the process of learning how to protect a lead?
We're handling that pretty well. We're not giving up the real egregious chances, and we're still creating good chances. I think if Kulik scores in overtime, we're probably not even talking about, what happened. We got the breakaway right away. Just a little bit of failed coverage on the tying goal. I thought our forward could have pressured right at the point right away. We kind of backed off for whatever reason. And it gave him an opportunity to sift one through.
Went a little step behind in overtime in that sequence.
No, that wasn't that. We're man on man there. So Kulik vacating the middle of the ice. His man was the guy that made the pass. I think if he holds, we end up killing the play. And then once he left, then now we're facing a little bit of a 2-on-3. But we got beat off the wall for sure.
And the biggest thing, both of these overtimes is simply your top guys. You got to put the puck in the net when you have a chance.
Yeah, well, you get a chance. I mean, that's that once you get one, there's probably getting one the other way because as you're going, somebody is caught. You have got 2-on-1. If they stop it, somebody on the other team is cheating, and they're going to get a chance. It's just the way it goes. And then the other scenario is you can get caught on a long one, and you never get out of your own end. So, failed on the 3-on-3 coverage. That's for me is, we got to be better at that. We know every team in the league plays man on man.
Was very active tonight. Just what did you think of his debut?
Liked this game. I thought it started a little bit slow, but I thought really got his legs moving, moved the puck well, break up passes. Take a look when I go through it. But I thought for the most part, I thought he skated well and executed well.
At his best, like he was tonight. Like, what do you see from him?
Top of the circle's down, a strong guy. Even the shift after they scored, they couldn't take the puck away from him. And they had a lot of shifts against that top line. They had some tough tasks, but I thought, that is what we need. It can't always be the top guys. I think the one really good chance Ostlund had, we need him to start chipping in. That fourth line chipping in, it was in on some good chances. The McLeod line, so it's kind of getting spread out, but we need that.
Why were you so much better in the second half?
I think we thought the game was a 7-18 start. Then it was 6:45.
First period just didn't click at all.
The way we started.
Is that from maybe them being, knowing that their penalty kills is so poor and thinking maybe it's going to be easy, or is it just not connecting?
I don't even know how to answer that one really.
I feel like your team kind of feeds off the emotion Josh Dunne plays with.
I think our team has done a good job of feeding off whatever emotion there is in the game. I think the team did feed off that line shifts, that line's goal, their next shifts. I think we fed off that energy. They were giving us real good energy. And, I think if you look at our last home game, the plays that, Kulik and Thompson and Benson were making, we were feeding off of that. I think there's always something that really activates the bench and gets you into it. I think tonight it was Dunne and Krebs and Malenstyn. That's the type of shifts you need and the energy. And the bonus is, putting one in the back of the net.
Happy with the way the last two went, obviously, as they finished, but you do have points in 6 out of 7. Just how much do you feel, overall you're building and trending the right way?
Yeah, well, I think you can look at it. Maybe last year that would have been a game that we let a point slip away. There was a lot I liked about how we were playing that third period. probably the goal we would have gave up last year, it might have been an odd-numbered rush, 2-on-1 or something like that. This year it was just a little bit of lack of coverage, a little bit where we didn't quite get to our guys quick enough to box them out, and we didn't get enough pressure up top. So I think that part of a game has really changed. The high odd man, percentage rushes are missing, and we're becoming a team that knows how to still try to win, but don't make the egregious mistakes to lose.
When you say it's unacceptable with the first period, obviously you guys bounce back in the second, and the margins are so small. How big of a hole does that put you in when 20 minutes felt like you guys were slanted?
Well, here's the good part about the hole. It was only a 1-goal hole. That could have been worse. I thought our goalie gave us some good saves. I thought we came to life with about 5-6 minutes left in the period. But when you're not skating, you have no hands. And I think you saw our passing. Our passing was awful. We couldn't make a 10-foot pass. We couldn't make a 30-foot pass. When we got our legs going and started going north in a hurry, we started to look like a lot better team. Thanks.